Three, two, one. Rolling. Rolling.
Am I not expected for the camera? Am I there?
Nah, bro. Why would you not be in camera, bro?
No, it seems like the
Don't you
camera
know this is
is
the Raging Association's show, bro? Because we do things on a fly level over here. Welcome again, to the viewers of this beautiful show of ours. The Raging Association's show. Honored to have guests who actually subscribe to the channel, who actually give their time and attention, to watch and listen to us. And hopefully you'll watch us grow. Hopefully you'll watch us invent more concepts, that will, morph into, the potential greatness that, we will be at, My name is Tukul Lopore. My brother over here, Black Sky. Don't mind how my beanie's chilling, because it's just chilling up here, man. It's winter. It's winter. We outside. We working. We're putting in that content. Grateful to be alive. Please, guys, don't forget to share, comment, like, subscribe. And
share,
share. Comment, share, all that nice stuff. And just try to communicate more. If I haven't seen any comments there, meaning I'm not doing something right, but I don't think it's that.
It's not that.
But grateful to be alive. Nonetheless, people are going through a lot. Rest in peace to people who have lost loved ones. Just look up, man. And stay strong and believe that God is there. Because He is there, and we are alive. We are because of God, bro. We are because of the universe. And we always will be for eternity, man.
Yes, sir.
So, bro, I was just watching the Pat McAfee show. Shout out to Pat McAfee. I was just watching the
Check that out.
I was watching the Brock Lesnar episode. Pat McAfee is a broadcaster, a former NFL player, American NFL player, football player. Now also like a commentator now, and now he has his own podcast. He's just a cool guy who actually took commentating in just commentating. The way he speaks, bro, he's so well spoken and like fun and just like amazing, bro, linguistically. So I was just watching his episode because I'm a huge WWE fan. And I was just watching the episode of Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is like a former NCAA champion, I don't know, 4 times, 2 times, 3 times. I'm not sure if I'm mixing it up, but he's won so many championships in wrestling, in amateur wrestling, even after in professional wrestling, in WWE. And then he won the top championship, the top prize in WWE as a young guy, and then he went on to conquer the UFC. And he came back to WWE only to be dethroned by Roman Reigns. I've always been bashed for being a WWE fan, but you know what? I'm telling you, me, Raging Association, I'm gonna take my company there, bro, and I'm gonna broadcast there, with the next generation, bro. They're gonna do broadcasting over there, I'm gonna be there one day watching a show, hopefully, God willing, inshallah, I'll be there watching a wrestling show, more than one, obviously, because I'm such a big fan. I'm a big fan of combat sports. I love combat sports, and right now the champion is Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins is also like the world heavyweight champion now. The newly crowned world heavyweight champion Seth Rollins. He's on Raw, and then Roman Reigns is still on SmackDown. But WWE is cool, man. The bloodline is going through civil war. Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, the twins are also fighting. But it's just interesting. If you don't watch WWE and you think it's fake, whatever, you just if you don't understand, you don't understand. We all love our own things. Bro.
I don't think it's fake, man, because you spoke of this guy. You said he conquered the UFC and he came back. I mean, bro, going back to UFC. Come on, bro, you can't be playing.
He conquered the so-called real world, the real fighting, bro.
Real fight, bro. Because UFC is like dog street fight, like literal fight. You know what I'm saying? And
a wrestler went there and took over and won like the top prize to be won, and then he came back to WWE to show you that WWE is where the money's at. You know, shout out to Vince McMahon.
Damn, bro. Because to think about it, it's like, yo, bro, it takes like physical and mental strength to actually switch into a different category and still conquer that. And, you know, it shows perseverance. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's cold today, we're still persevering, doing like in another episode for the people. So why is it that you were bashed for watching WWE, bro?
Bro, I was bashed by my friends. Even in school, you know, they used to laugh at me and say you watch fake things, you know. But the crazy thing is that those people who always bashed me, they used to watch wrestling, you know. And then I don't know if they understood, you know, the significance and like
They used to watch it as well.
you know, the entertainment about it, you know, the whole concept of world wrestling entertainment, the history of it. I don't think they understood that, you know. But I never like judged people for not liking wrestling. You don't like what you don't like, bro. You like what you like, you know. And by the way, WWE is the most watched television program in the world right now. But people are still bashing me for watching it. I'm like,
Can't bash it, bro.
how are we doing things? You know, like I don't. Okay, I don't watch soapies. Not because I don't like soapies, but like I don't like resonate with a lot of like you know the whole blueprint of it. You know, I like the whole idea of like you know in acting, you know, choreographing stuff, and there's a lot of things that happen in soapies, in movies, TV series that happens in real life. It's the same as wrestling. Yet wrestling is more real than soapies and stuff. You know? So I cannot be bashed and told that wrestling is fake when while people are watching, you know, Isiting or Generations, you know, and they invested in it, you know. So you know, but yeah, I'm a huge WWE fan, and hopefully I'll be sitting with my favorite wrestler one day. Hopefully I meet, you know, Triple H, you know, Paul Levesque. I hope I meet Triple H one day. I hope I meet Roman Reigns, you know. I hope I meet all the guys, you know, legends, you know, the Undertaker, Triple H, you know, Brock Lesnar, bro, The Rock, you know, Roman Reigns, who else? You know, Rey Mysterio, all these people, John Cena, dog, you know, all of them, bro. Like, but yeah, I hope I meet you know a whole lot of fighters also. Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz, you know, the likes of Masvidal, Jorge Masvidal, Adesanya, you know, Dricus Du Plessis, you know, just be a part of like you know the energies that are actually like you know live by basically because I love combat sports, you know. I love business, you know. I really like attaching myself to a lot of business people, you know, just so I can learn a lot, you know. Yeah.
And I think those people are hypocrites because they saying that you're watching fake stuff. I mean, dog, they look at soapies probably. That is more faker than this realistic, you know, UFC fighters in WWE. I think that is a masculine domain because it is a testosterone activity. So that's why it's paid attention more into it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at like WWE, bro, when you, even if you look at it on YouTube, you look at it on Facebook or any platform, dog, it has more views right there, dog. So it is basically a masculine domain, bro. So you can't say he's fake as a person. Probably they watch soapies, they're happy with with those things. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yeah, well, I am genuinely laughing at them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I am laughing at them because they're hypocrites because they're watching soapies. I mean, that is more organized. That's more like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's probably faker than WWE or UFC. It is, though. It is. Because when you look at UFC, it's a real fight. People bleed right there. And you're going to watch like somebody who they put tomato sauce on his forehead and you think it's real by watching a soapy. No, it's not real.
Yeah, because a lot of people say in wrestling when people bleed it's not real.
Hey bro, it's real.
But when they're watching a soapy and someone bleeds, it's like what you know, bro. Like in wrestling you do bleed, bro, because that's why they always like say, you know, kids can't watch that because they'll try what they like do on TV. They'll try it at home and they'll actually get hurt, you know, because they're doing it under
Yeah, and what's
unsupervised or
you know what I'm saying?
uncontrolled
Exactly,
environments.
exactly.
But if you do it in a wrestling ring,
Crazy, bro.
it's less likely that you'll get hurt. Because it's a ring. It's built to like protect them, like
And
take
what's
care of.
crazy is that people, go out there with they go out of the ring with broken bones and stuff, bleeding. You know what I'm saying? That's why fights is universally respected. So you can't say watching a soapy, it's like no, that's not fake. I like that. I think people enjoy being entertained by these soapies. So I think like UFC, in all these platforms are they more real because you get broken bones, you get scars. You know what I'm saying? You go to doctors, so that's why it's universally respected, and you gotta respect that as a person, man. So yeah, you have a question for me before I can ask you this one.
Yeah, before I ask you a question, I just want to say I'd like to maybe one day also like be on Not Sam Wrestling's podcast, or maybe also on the Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee, not Sam Roberts. I'd like to also be on the Not Sam show one day. Maybe collaborate with you on like the passion that we have for wrestling. But eventually, God willing, we'll see what we do. Because wrestling has actually like brought me up. Took me through a lot of courses, bro, in life. Where when you feel bored or when you feel maybe alone,
Yeah, yeah,
I always had wrestling to watch, bro. And my friends used to say, yo, bro, you really watching this thing? And I was just like, yeah,
it's
bro.
more beneficial than a soap.
I do what I want to do, bro, and I don't care what people think. And I think everyone else shouldn't care what people think. Do whatever you want to do in life. Do not care what people say or
Yeah.
think about you, because that will not get you anywhere. Trust me. You know what I mean? But it's just love, man. Yeah. The big question that I have for you, bro, is where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Literally, like,
10 years.
if you like an astro project or like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, to be honest, where I see myself in the next 10 years, I see myself in a very secluded place, and I do not like, I'll give you like a universal principle that's a secret, one of the secrets of the universe. Well, first of all, like if you have a plant, just like planting a seed into the ground, you do not see what sprouts to actually get that thing to be alive. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you do not share what do you want to do in order for your flower to blossom. So I can't really share that right now because I have to see it. I have to see it there. I have to see it blossom into reality. But it's a good question. I think a lot of people avoid that kind of questioning themselves about, where do they see themselves in the next, 5 years or to 10 years. But it is a good question. It's supposed to, add like a foil for you to actually, spark that fire so you can see yourself where you want to see yourself. So yeah, it is a good question though. It is a good question. So I can't like, respectfully, I can't share it right now because like it's, I protect it. I take it very serious, you know what I'm saying? But then I like the fact that I'm spending time with the people who have like future plans. It shows like a form of, you know what I'm saying? Like, persistence, perseverance, and actually people who have provisions in the future. So that is a dope question though.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the people I'm sitting with don't have a future. They don't have a vision. I'm just joking.
God damn, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Alright, man.
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking, bro.
It's all good.
I respect you genuinely, bro. Like I also feel the same, actually. I just wanted to like create like conversation of like inspiration, because we all like envision ourselves in different places. Of course, hopefully, but also sharing it. I understand. It creates like a form of like
Yeah, it impedes. 'Cause let me tell you
yeah.
why. Well, when you share that, it's because people are gonna check you. Oh, you said you're gonna do this after 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Because people have this, you know what I'm saying? People like to actually watch what you're gonna do, whether you're doing it. And there's no such thing as people don't understand the time. There's, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't understand the concept of time. They look at time as minutes, hours, years, weeks, months. First of all, you cannot say, the future is this. You don't understand because there's no such thing as the future and there's no such thing as the past. The only time it is now. And the future is now. And the future is what you make it up to be now. So you cannot say, a person does not have a future or a person does have a future because it doesn't exist. What exists is now and what you make it up to be. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, man, respectfully, I think it is good, to actually groom yourself around with people who have plans, like I said before. So yeah, can I ask the question, or you want to add something to this? Oh yeah, yeah. According to your personal perspective, how would you look at how would you like your environment to be, excluding people? How do you imagine a healthy environment to be?
A healthy environment to be excluding people.
Yeah.
A whole lot of trees, bro. Nature.
Okay.
Whole lot of trees. I'd like to have like my house full of surrounded with trees. Whole lot of green, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Whole lot of space to meditate and like just to
Wow.
dwell into my
Get it.
thoughts. That's what I
Exactly.
picture on a daily. Right now, I meditate, but I wanna be more in tune with nature, like we said, yesterday.
Ah, that is very dope. You actually get the question. One of the first times where you get my questions. I'm just saying because I know everybody's like, "Oh, Black Sky, would you?" I apologize for that. Yeah, yeah, dog, that's dope. Because we kind of like me and you, dog, are in the same resonant frequency. Because I also imagine the same thing. I also imagine my environment to be more quiet, more nurturing. You know what I'm saying? To be more of a favorable environment, a lot of trees, a lot of space. Because here's another thing: what people don't actually notice when you look at trees around stagnated environments, they don't grow, or they don't grow to be bigger than the trees in open spaces. When you go to open spaces, you see the trees are like, dude, are like 7 times larger than the trees that you're gonna find in the slums. So yeah, a nurturing environment would be like a lot of space, green grass, flowers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of space, though, and possibly for me personally, a few people, because a lot of people, there's a lot of, you know what I mean. And fights. Yeah, bro, because you know what I'm saying, and fights occur, this and that. So yeah, uh, that's it. You know what I'm saying. So I like your response. I like your response. Yeah, shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. So yeah, we gotta create those nurturing environments, and yeah, we have to start planting our own food because we're so dependent in unwrapping food in some packages instead of growing it into the ground. I mean, we don't see your food, growing up. We don't plant any seeds anymore. We don't see it bud in the ground. We're too busy unpacking it for some package, unwrapping it for some package. So yeah, bro. Yeah, shut up, shut up.
Great, great, ideology. You know what I mean? Great response.
Yeah.
Load shedding just, left right now. Load shedding left, meaning lights came back, but we stay with lights, we solar powered.
And in fact, let me add to that. I like that you bring in load shedding. Me personally, I would rather use candles than using an artificial light. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to start getting there right now. Because these lights, they mess up your retinas because you have rotten and rotten cones behind your eye, because there's a retina. Even cameras, they use retinas to actually make the camera to absorb the image of the picture that is captured from. So yeah, I would rather use candles. Candles are most important. If you want to be on a meditative state, if you want to be able to control your thoughts, if you want to be able to expand your mind, you have to extract using too much light into your home. So yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what he's saying is that we have to stay in darkness
Yes, sir.
because darkness is
Yeah,
all we ever need in life. Basically, that's what she's saying, right?
yeah. Let me tell you. Let me say this.
I'm kidding,
Let
bro.
me say this.
I
Where
feel you.
where there is dark, there is light. How can a star shine without darkness? Tell me that.
Yeah, for sure. You're right,
know what I
dog.
mean?
So the in this case, in this scenario,
Hey, you know.
the star is the candle,
You know what I mean?
Because, bro, even when I pray, when you pray, you can use candles.
Straight up.
Even if you meditate or something, candles just create a certain environment for you.
Yeah.
You can read a lot of energy. You can, manifest also positive energies from the flame of the candle.
Yeah.
The significance behind it is substantial.
Yeah.
And also like we always say, the power of the mind. Your mind is powerful as fuck. So I'm gonna ask you one question before we close it off right now,
Yeah.
because your mind is so powerful. Remember, want to ask you a simple question.
Straight up.
What is one like smart investment that you can think of right now? That you can think of one smart investment.
Okay, one smart investment that I can think of right now. Well, first of all, you have to extract giving your money to institutions, like I said before. One smart investment is that you can open a business, right? And you can there's different type of businesses. Do this different type of businesses, so you can't resort to one specificity. Yeah. Okay, let me say, okay. Fine, let's say on the lowest level you can open like a supermarket, right? What you do, you facilitate that money, and actually you find means to actually proliferate that money to become bigger than it was, because what people do are consumers. They're not builders, they buyers. You know what I'm saying? So a smart investment, or you can take your money, open a business, and make means to actually retain your money. Because what you do, most people buy useless stuff. You keep going into the same institutions to buy things that don't even facilitate things in your life. They don't even help you these things, because what you're gonna have your 5 minutes happy meal into your room, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna buy a phone that's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna buy a phone that's gonna die like after 6 months. How is that helping you? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, straight up, crazy.
You just exposing every single,
Straight up, bro. It has to be that.
concrete dilemma that we face, daily, But yeah, that's great, bro. Great response. Before we close it, I'll say for me, like one smart investment is land, bro. Old McDonald's,
Learn.
a farm,
Farm.
land.
Oh, land.
Yeah, old McDonald's.
Straight up.
Old McDonald had a farm, you know what I mean? So let's just keep like thinking about and like trying to study also like investments, because that's what we need to do. If you're getting money, make smart investments, because that's the only way we can like keep it,
Another smart investment that I want to actually put. A lot of people don't do like, a lot of people invent stuff, but then they take it and give it to the people, whatever that we call the 1%ers. First of all, if you invent something, you don't even own the royalties of that. A lot of people don't even know that the light that we're using right now was created by Lewis Latimer. That's why I'm saying that we should actually do proper research. What you can do, you can invent something and make sure that you hold the patent for that, because a lot of people give away their inventions and somebody else does a patent, and then you don't even own the royalties of your fucking invention. So yeah.
Yeah, bro. An invention, I think if you invent something, you're doing it to actually make life better. So it's not really about money, bro. Like basically,
think about this.
no, it's to make life like better, bro. Like it's like revolutionizing the world, bro. Because you can create something, but obviously, bro, 2 minutes or two hours down the line, someone will do it also. That's just life, bro.
Here's another thing.
But you're right by saying like you have to like.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all, though.
What?
Because that's not true at all, though. Because when you say something, you're saying that somebody can invent something, and then 2 years down the line, somebody else will make it. No, you are the contributor of that. Whenever somebody makes that idea, the money comes to you. Whenever people buy your invention, buy what you invented, the money comes to you. You own the royalties. Because if you can look at the study of inventions, though, and people who make patents, this is why when we look at people like Thomas Edison and Thomas Edison, Lewis Latimer, Henry Ford, who created the car, their families still get the royalties of the money. Every time somebody purchases a car, wherever, the money goes to them. So it does make money. Speaking of generational wealth,
there's other brands that make cars also. That's what I'm saying, bro. Your people will take your inventions also.
Because you are the contributor, bro. You have to understand something.
So you're saying Mercedes Benz make like if someone buys
the brand, let me tell you something.
You see,
the brand could be created by somebody. I'm talking about the invention of an object, dog. You can create different brands. You can make 1,000 brands. You can make 1,000,000 brands, dog. But your invention, dog, is an object. The money still goes to you. The brand is different, dog. You're just crafting a brand. You check what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that your invention is most important, because the money still goes to that patent that was dead into the patent office. You feel me? Yeah, bro. We're on the same page, right? It's just different perspectives. Because I also learn a lot of things. Another thing that I want to put out there before we wrap it is that I'm always learning every day. What people tend to do is that they put a slab over their intellectual capacity and think that you know it all. Nah, bro. I'm always learning. Each and every day there's something to learn. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure, there's always something to learn. People that know me, they'll tell you that I'm a hothead. Not really, but a lot of
Nah,
people
you're
say
not a hot rate.
a lot of people say I like arguing. I'm just like open
You
for.
should be like that.
I'm always open for debate. I'm always open for debate. I like
Yeah.
I like healthy competition. I like
Straight up.
you know
Yeah.
debate, bro. Because
Yeah.
it creates.
And you gotta get stronger with that, cause hey, bro, you gotta get stronger. You are already strong, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
good
yeah.
that
I just like intriguing stuff, bro.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway,
yeah,
without further ado, we done with this episode. It's really great to have everyone watching.
yeah,
Hopefully, a lot has been heard and a lot stays with everyone who's watching. Shout out to my brother Black Sky over here.
Peace and love.
We're always learning from each other.
Yeah.
And we hopefully will learn from the viewers also, and hopefully they learn from us, But we're running with this because this is an investment. This is precious to us.
Yeah.
From me, Tukulopore, your boy, we out.
We out.